evening, ladies and gentlemen. MATTROISE here with another live stream tonight of Dark Side of the Ring, Blood and Wire. Hope you guys are ready live. We're going to watch along together. Let me turn up the volume full blast so we can watch it live and hear it live. What's up, RJ Charlton? KHVN, what's going on? Bolto, what's going on, man? How's everybody doing tonight? We are live. Evil Master. All right, this is uncensored content here.
Japan's frontier martial arts wrestling burst into life in 1989, led by revolutionary pioneer and sushi leader. Onita and his promotion, they were pioneers.
What's up, Drew?
Late 1980s, the WWE very homogenized, and the WCW was wild, but FMW took it to a whole different level. Onita will bleed to death. Every night he bleeds to death. I'm not a wrestler, I'm the boy. Nice body, what's out there? What is something inside? Like a fighting spirit.
Oh, don't worry, RJ. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. Anytime, man. Michael Harper. What's going on, my friend?
It just got crazier and crazier and crazier.
You've got to be just nuttier than a fruitcake to get into one of those matches.
It got too hot and everybody ran to the middle. And everybody said, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here.
Yeah, Dro, that's cool, man.
The meteoric rise was followed by an equally spectacular crash that left its top star paralyzed and its new CEO dead.
Oh.
Some place the blame for FMW's tragic downfall on its founder, who sacrificed everything for fame and fortune.
Some of my dad's fans say that he killed my father.
Did he run over some people? I'm sure he did. But it was necessary to be at Sushi Onita. Superstar.
This could be a mystery here. Blood and Wire, Onita'S Fmw.
I am at Sushi Onita. Yeah. はじめまして。それは
Does look interesting.
ジャイアント台風っていう漫画があったんですよ。それを見たときにですね、いやー、プロレスってすごいな。
No, I didn't laser. I'll have to see it.
試合ができる日本人って素晴らしいなと思ってですね。プロレスしかない。世界に行けるのはプロレスしかないと思ってですね。
Japan's vibrant wrestling culture was popularized by Giant Baba's All Japan Pro Wrestling and Antonio Inoki's New Japan Pro Wrestling. Both championed an authentic, hard-hitting style. When Texan brawlers Terry and Dory Funk came over to perform, their over-the-top Western personas instantly captivated Japanese audiences.
その時、ファンクスっていうドリー・テリーっていうの
Well,
は
they were popular in Japan.
人気だったんですよ。
The Funk Brothers.
憧れの人だったんですね。
What's up, Caster Music? What's going on, my
For
friend?
some reason, the people took to me in Japan. Meaner than a rattlesnake, tougher than shoe leather, more dangerous than a hollow-eyed scorpion, middle-aged and crazy, crazy like a fox. You know who that is? That is me,
Terry Funk.
the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be.
That's Bret Hart, Terry.
Terry Funk. All right, ask me some questions.
That's Bret Hart.
Terry Funk is one of the most universally loved performers in Japanese history, and he worked All Japan, he worked New Japan. He'd be known as an all-time great.
My name is Chris Jericho, and I worked for 2 tours in FMW. Onita was a guy that started out in, I think it was All Japan, and he was kind of a high flyer. A young disciple of Giant Baba, Onita rose through the ranks of All Japan's dojo system before being sent to America to further his craft and learn from the styles of the West. Japanese wrestlers were sent to the different wrestling territories to further learn their trade. It was almost like an apprenticeship. My name is Mick Foley. I'm known as the King of the Deathmatch.
Oh, that's to come on the stream and say hello, Evil Master. If you want to come on to say hello.
Well, Terry told me that Onita was sent to Amarillo. Onita was very drawn to Terry's style.
He had watched me in Bob Wire matches. He really idolized me. That's why he came to Amarillo. He liked Terry Funk, you know, and what a horrible thing to want to be. He wanted to be an idiot too.
レスラー同士のコミュニケーションというかコミュニティがあるんですよ。それで僕はやっぱり一番信用してたのはテリーバンクだから。
It's a mighty fine tractor right here out on the Double Cross Ranch.
When Onita arrived in Amarillo, he was recovering from recent injuries suffered in the Dominican Republic. After refusing to lose to an opponent he deemed inferior, Onita was taught a painful lesson by the promoter.
He didn't agree with what they wanted to do with him, but they beat him up. But it wasn't one guy, it was all of them. Rat backing.
They jumped him.
No, Terryが可愛がってくれたし。
What was your first impression of him when you first met him?
Nuts.
Terry Funk said he was nuts.
Guy spoke Japanese like he spoke English. He spoke English like I spoke Japanese. We both were lost. But we got along. I was there for him. I really was. I bought him a used car. And I got him a job and set him on the road.
The Japanese team of Mr. Onita and Masafuchi.
After Onita recovers from his injuries, he and fellow protege Masafuchi travel to Memphis, Tennessee to battle.
Welcome back, Queen of Darkness.
Stand brawl. Into the concession stand after tearing down the partition.
僕は原点はテネシーだと思ってますね。
Slams Onita totally covered there by that big face.
お客さんがヒットするんですね。普通の試合より。
Onita pulling himself over the counter.
それで僕は一回あまりにもお客さんがヒットしすぎて女性がですね。
A young woman kicked him in the face with high heels. The second she kicked him, he had a huge gash and blood was gushing from his nose. At that moment, he realized hardcore wrestling triggers people's excitement. That was a revelation for him.
With an improved skill set and a willingness to inject thrilling violence into his matches,
What's up, Rorito?
makes a return to All Japan Pro Wrestling. On the cusp of main event stardom, a freak accident results in a devastating injury.
Oh, he jumped off the... He jumped off of the ring apron. When he landed, the bone sticking out of his knee, his kneecap was shattered. All he did was jump off the ring apron onto the floor,
Instantly ending his
popped his knee.
becoming a high-flying star. He was limited as an athlete. He realized that his future in wrestling lie in the powers of perseverance and imagination. What do you do when you're in your late 20s, early 30s, and your whole career is gone? Well, he created something that had never been done before. After years of working odd jobs, Onita's thirst for stardom drives him to devise a bold stunt. He publicly challenges real-life karate champion Masashi Oyagi to compete in a groundbreaking series of brutal matches pitting wrestler against martial artists.
Wow. Is this real? To bring in people, you need some sort of attraction, he says. Rather than just the massive fans start clashing with each other in the stands. This chaos makes pro wrestling compelling, he says. There's a Reaper. I might be.
By the time Onita claims victory in the final bout, his Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling promotion is officially born.
FMW.
And FMW had a really good thing going because they gave you a full course meal. You know, you got your technical wrestling, flying wrestling, incredible women. But the hallmark was always the blood and guts. It was like a buffet of brutality.
People get bored with just one thing, he says. Important thing to remember in entertainment is to always push further.
The thinking that goes behind replacing ring ropes with barbed wire is the audience comes first. We care about them far more than the safety of the people doing this. And real injuries are not a bad thing. They're encouraged, and they are impossible to avoid.
Barbed wire match. When he was a kid, he went into a place that had barbed wire. He got hurt. I learned that barbed wire is scary. I knew the audience watching would have the same impression.
How would you describe typical FMW hardcore match? What are the things you see in it?
A lot of guys that would go to no end to self-annihilation of the body.
Oh, he's cut.
To have a better match than what the opposition did.
Man, he's cut.
Barbed wire isn't enough. We're gonna have to rig up like electrical shocks to it. Like this was insane.
Wanted to do things other wouldn't do. Things that Baba Inoki wouldn't think of doing. I definitely wanted to do.
To compete with Japan's two major promotions,
Vinnie Mac, it was good, man.
Increasingly dangerous stunts that result in legitimate bloodshed. I was at an FMW show where one of the female wrestlers got hit with a fireball.
Oh.
And her outfit, it burned the fabric into her skin. And I was ready to do my match. I just hear these almost otherworldly sounds of suffering. Tears streaming down her face, sobs like I had never heard before. And it's like we talk about a price that's really, really steep. And I had to block that out of my mind and go about with my main event.
Mikhail McCharge, thank you, man. Wow, that was hardcore, man, to the next level. FMW. Let's welcome our very special guest on the stream, King Jacob. Sheesh, what's going on, Jacob? We are on commercial break, and wow, hardcore wrestling to the 9th degree. I mean, are you watching this, Jacob? This hardcore wrestling? It's pretty brutal. I mean, barbed wire and an exploding barbed wire. I mean, it's insane, insane. Jacob is just mesmerized by it, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, can you guys imagine? I mean, they're probably not going to do a match like that today, but who knows, right? Are they still? They probably are doing matches like that today, right? Like, it depends which company, though. I don't think WWE is going to do that. CBTV, what's going on, man? Ruth Garza. Okay, well, I hope you're able to. I hope you're able to return, Ruth. Okay, we have another special guest. Rorito.
What's going on, Matt?
Hi, Rory. Are you checking this show out?
Yeah, absolutely. It reminds me of when wrestlers used to wrestle in Puerto Rico in the 80s. That's how crazy it used to be. Barbed wire. They used to have a barbed wire with fire on the ring ropes. They would do anything and everything to get the ratings, and all these wrestlers would come out here for that.
Wow. I mean, they don't still do that though, do they?
No, not anymore. Here
Okay.
they lost notion and what they wanted to do. Now in nowadays, after what happened with Brody, they ended doing that because they
Okay.
thought that it was a bad reputation for the company.
That would make sense. Yeah. I mean, well, after what happened with Brody, man, that's horrible what
They
happened. But
they would even throw cinder blocks at the wrestlers, even though they were prop. But
wow,
people,
cinder blocks.
yeah, think about it. Even like this is mostly also where Abdullah the Butcher's character came out completely with the fork completely on his forehead. Hugo
Oh,
Savinovich was his manager, the guy who was the Spanish ring announcer, not ring announcer, the play-by-play guy in Spanish in
yeah.
WWE. He was his manager. So,
Oh, wow.
so it's been like that quite a while.
Jeez. I forgot who sent me this. It was some wrestler who threw a cinder block and hit another wrestler in the head. Was
Yeah, I
that
told
you?
you about that. Remember, I told you about that Ricochet? Not Ricochet. Let me see. What's his name? The Crow. The Crow. Crow. Remember that Oski talked to you about that guy from Puerto
Yeah.
Rico that got thrown his thing? We
Yeah.
talked about that when Oski was on the stream.
Yeah. Yeah. That's horrible. What kind of a person would do that to somebody?
That guy was completely drunk, and then he got exonerated in Mexico for doing that to the Puerto Rican guy. Can you believe that? And the guy who's the Crow actually still wrestling today.
Shoot, man. I don't know. Thank God that guy lived, right? I mean, amazing. He lived from that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy.
Mr. Pogo.
All right, Roy. I'll catch you next commercial break.
Mike Awesome.
Remember to keep putting the link on because typically it doesn't work constantly.
Oh, okay. I'll put it up now.
Hi, this is Ricky Huiji from FMW. People never see people like in a crowd fighting each other like beside the boom 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 the bloody oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So that's why a lot of people were excited.
We had a connection with a guy called Ricky Fuji who had spent time in Calgary that was able to bring some guys over to FMW. My first match ever in FMW was the main event, which is hilarious. Making about a 20-year-old Chris Jericho in the main event against a karate expert who was just beating the shit out of me. They would be there kicking you as hard as they could because that's all they knew. I said, what the hell am I doing here? So I was never invited. It was completely luck.
It's Sabu. Sabu.
I was in FMW for 3 years, New Japan for a year, and then independent the rest of my life. Oh, did you see that? Oh, my God! My uncle was the Sheik, and he's a great guy, he's a mean guy, and he's a nice guy.
The Sheik.
Onita and Tarzan Goto, they were young boys when the Sheik and Abdullah the Butcher was in Japan, early 70s and 80s.
Okay, Ruth, I'll tell him.
They took care of those two guys.
What's up, Eric Freeman?
20 years later, Onita starts a company, and he calls up the Sheik and says, we're going to have a tag team tournament. You can come and bring in
NASCAR, Aaron Ruiz.
He could have chosen. He chose me.
What's it like to work with barbed wire?
Oh, it sucks. The first barbed wire match I got hurt. They took me to the hospital. I was in there all night long getting stitches. After that, I never went to the hospital. It took too long. So I started crazy gluing my cuts and then taping them.
Crazy glue.
Taped and glued up all the boys too.
Crazy glue.
A single barb can do a lot of damage in a hurry, and it has. There are some gaping wounds. Sabu really paid the price. There are roadmap scars. makes me look like like a preschooler.
FMW's wrestlers sacrifice their bodies on a nightly basis, but none can connect with the audience quite like the promotion's founder and star, Atsushi Onita.
Onita had an ability to allow people to feel his pain and see themselves in him. Some people can't connect with a larger-than-life superhero. They can connect with somebody who looks like they do.
Yeah, Ruth. Yeah,
Is limited physically,
nice bell, right?
but not limited of will.
Ooh. Every day I spilled my juice. I spilled my blood, he says. It was rough.
You know, there's man against himself.
I'll let you guys on next commercial break.
Man against the wire, man against flames, where you're making a living, putting on a show, you're doing what you love, but
Dilly damn blog.
fear on a nightly basis, and you have to tackle it, and you have to earn their respect, and you have to embrace it wholeheartedly.
The whole end of his match would be basically crying in front of the fans. The meaning was he had given it his all, and he was crying because the fans had stood behind him. And they played Joan Jett's version of Wild Thing.
Okay, Ruth, that's
Everybody
cool.
would get up out of their seats and crowd around the ringside as he poured water on his head and cried. And dude, it got over so huge.
Onita'S have a big show in the stadium arena. Right after, he's going to the ambulance. In the ambulance, he thinks himself, wow, okay, what's the next? That's what I heard. Yeah.
Ooh. Using explosions, matches at the harbor, fights in pools and such. Those are all his ideas.
So if he could think it, he was going to do it. And I think there was a reasonably good chance that he was going to die in that ring.
In Onita's pursuit to consistently top himself, a tag team match with Tarzan Goto versus Sabu and his 65-year-old uncle, the Sheik, goes terribly wrong.
Where did the idea for this fire match come
Oh,
from?
fire match.
I assumed Puerto Rico because they had one before. You know, Onita wanted the top.
Oh, Puerto Rico.
I didn't care.
Roy was just talking
They
about
know what
that.
they're doing. They know it would be safe.
Wow, that's taking things outside of your own hands and trusting in the environment someone else has created for you. I'm not comfortable with that. And I've seen a lot of people get burned. Literally.
They got too hot, way too fast. If it was a building, I would have jumped off it.
He said if it was a building, it would have jumped off it. Losing more and more air inside the ring.
There's a FMW logo in the middle and it melted in our hands. It melted in our elbows, hands, and knees. You couldn't hear nothing, you couldn't breathe. It was a roar.
They gotta cut it
I
off.
jumped out and immediately turned around to a bucket of water.
When I also knew I had to get out and escape. I regret to say that Sheik didn't. We couldn't help him. I saw the Sheik left behind. The ring was surrounded by fire. It was impossible to rescue him.
But he went out the other side. I didn't see that.
Oh, he went out.
By the player pretty bad.
Sheik had burned 60% of his body.
My uncle carried on wrestling outside the ring. And I was trying to throw water at my uncle because he had his back burned. I threw a bucket of water and the skin on his back came off.
Oh, it was a terrible experience.
Were you angry at all with Onita or anybody else about how dangerous that was?
I was angry at anybody. I was angry that it was bad. And, you know, and the plan was bad. I can't be angry with him. He gave me life.
Jeez, man. That's horrible. All right, let's welcome back our guests. We have King Jacob.
Sorry about that. My grandpa called me when I joined the first time.
Oh, don't worry, man. We got Dylan Games.
Look at my private comment.
Hello.
I know Mike
Stevie
was in that
V
stream.
TV.
I don't
Jacob,
know. Mike's
I
back
agree with
here.
you. I agree with you, Jacob. I agree.
And we got Rorito. What's up, Roy?
What's
We
going
don't
on?
know. Michael's in the whatever it's
Oh,
called.
not that much. Did
We don't know.
they just mentioned Puerto Rico that they got the idea from Puerto Rico.
Wait, Rory, question.
Go ahead.
Is Puerto Rico a territory?
Yep.
I was gonna say.
Yep.
Ian's got Logan Paul.
On Mike's new video. Such a good video.
Ian's got Logan Paul over there.
I'll have to check that out.
So,
Jeez.
Matt, like I told you, they got the idea from Puerto Rico because they used to have very brutal matches. I could send you something from YouTube that's got the bloody matches and everything. That's probably where WWE got the idea from the Inferno match with Kane and
Oh,
Undertaker.
the Inferno match. Yeah, I mean, so I guess it really heats up everything. I mean, with the fire, I mean, they couldn't breathe.
Yeah, it's crazy. They made it seem like it was everything, like wrestling was real back then. Now, obviously, you see the referees when you go
With
to
the blood
events.
capsules.
You see when they give them the capsule, when they give them the blade, when they give them everything. Before, you used to be like, let's see, the referee would give him the stuff, but it's when he would go into the ring, the blade, he would give it into the person's hand while he was searching, like, you know, that they check on the boots and everything like that. Typically, they would do that, but then they would give it to them.
Matt,
What's that, Jacob?
is there someone backstage named The Fiend?
The Fiend. No,
Yeah, that's Michael. Just to let you know.
the Fiend. Yeah, I don't see him.
And then Roman Reigns is what's his face?
Shane.
Shane.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I accidentally left.
I'm Matt's co-host now, everybody.
It's okay.
But listen, Matt, we got a few problems.
What's that?
One, you gotta let me say what I want in chat, man. You can't be taking the message off, man.
I'm not taking any messages off.
Oh.
I wouldn't do that.
Yes, no, you would after the whole basement situation.
No, I wouldn't do that. Alright, I'll catch you guys next commercial break.
Guys, always remember, Matt is always watching. He's talking.
Was treated as such.
You got sticky fingers. He took all the money.
僕の成功っていうのはいろんな
Alright, here you go, Jacob. I'll let you stay on.
Oh, good job. Good job. Now you get some views. Get the Twinkle Toes Bacon.
まあビッグヘッドになったでしょうね。それでまた
Said I also got myself a 4-bedroom house.
家も 4LDK になってそれで車も5台ぐらい持って
And I own 5 cars, he said.
だからその時の
Making about $2 million a year at the peak of my success.
一番いい時は2億ぐらい
Onita'S fortune is not only gained from the violence he presents in the ring, but from ties with the nefarious underworld.
So, the Yakuza, the Japanese mob, how much were they a part of wrestling promotions in Japan at the time?
They were in control of the arenas.
Yakuza.
So the Yakuza were definitely there.
It's kind of almost like a money laundering scheme, holding shows that the mafia will kind of sponsor and put on.
We would go out to dinner sometimes with sponsors, and I would just check out their pinkies.
So,
by and large, a lot of the sponsors were missing their pinkies because of the line of business they were in, where sections of the pinkies would be eliminated. I wasn't comfortable with it, but I accepted that was part of what made the scene possible.
Well, they told us to stay away from a certain section, and I go, well, there's not many people in that section, who cares?
It was because that was the mafia section, and like they had like 10 people there with 50 chairs empty because nobody was they were scared to sit by them. I started laying over there anyways, and they wouldn't move for us. Usually people move. These mafia bosses don't know that. But then later on, we're in the dressing room, getting bang, bang, bang on the door, they're looking for us. I run down this hallway and I got trapped.
I bring the blues and this kind of stuff. So
These guys got me down.
These little pickles are saying.
No, I was down. I was getting kicked. Because of Mike Awesome.
Well, Mike Awesome.
Mike Awesome. You're the huge.
Yeah, Mike is. You better acknowledge Mike.
Guys start getting flung off.
They make you snap or
Mike
tap.
Awesome started throwing guys off and saved my life. I loved him after that.
Oh, Mike Awesome saved Sabu.
Wait, Matt, did I show you my new belt?
No, let me see it.
In 4 short years, Onita overcame his injury to build a promotion to rival his competitor.
God damn it, I'll take it out.
To celebrate, Onita invites his mentor from America to participate in FMW's most spectacular stunt to date.
A super type time bomb.
So they had an exploding ring
Death
and
match.
they were really smart in bringing in Terry Funk. For him to come to FMW.
Remember AEW did that. It was a horrible. It was horrible in AEW.
Turn on a light. Let me turn on a light so you can all see.
Oh, that's nice, man. Oh, you got 2. That's awesome. Roy said he'll give you 200 for it.
Huh?
About 30,000, 40,000.
Roy said he'll give you 200 for it.
I ain't giving you. Oh, you better be. What did you fucking smoke?
It's the front row people. We're gonna have an exploding ring match
Give me
tonight.
$400.
I want a front row ticket. Bullshit.
You ain't getting Universal.
Did they show you where the explosives were going to be and stuff?
Why, hell no.
$100.
I had no idea.
He didn't know where the explosives were going to be.
I just went out to the damn ring. I'm a glutton for a crowd being into a match. You know? I was just out there ready to capture that crowd. And we did.
Oh.
No, I'm not. No. For both? Oh hell no, Rory. What the hell? Holy fucking smoke! I want that goddamn shit. I ain't giving you $200 for my goddamn. Let's cover $850. Yeah, $850 on those goddamn motherfuckers. Hell no. $850 for both of you guys.
So the siren starts going off.
5 minutes.
And at the end of this time clock, the ring would explode. And finally, Onita gets the win, and he leaves the ring. And this thing is going down 45 seconds, 30 seconds.
He leaves the ring.
Realizes that his hero, almost the god of Japanese pro wrestling, is going to be exploded in this ring. So he goes back inside the ring. He tries to wake Funko up. He can't wake him up, and now it's 10 seconds. He can't wake him up, so what does he do? He shields Terry.
He shields him. Well, that's what Eddie Kingston did.
It's a bunch of
But it was horrible in AEW.
It was the greatest babyface thing I've ever seen in my life. He covered Terry Funk to save him from the explosion after he pinned him.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
What FMW did the best was create a spectacle. You know, Funk survived thanks to Onita, and they were kind of like carrying each other, crying once again. And Funk was great at it too.
Wait,
crying.
Oh, what Matt say? Oh, hell no, man. You don't be coming up with goddamn Survivor Series.
And hooked you into it to where you care. And that's the real secret of what wrestling is. That's what Onita really knew.
I should Roy can go buy me a plane ticket right now to come to your house tomorrow and get you in the tap for snap. I still go, oh, yeah, make that tap. Make that tap. You don't only come up for Survivor.
Even after a match either until I came back the next time.
Ooh.
I think he ran it in.
How much did he pay him?
FMW was at least the number 3 promotion in the country, if not number 2, depending on what was going on with the
Yeah, who cares
at the time.
about that?
He
Maybe I
legit
still want to
was
go
one of the
subscribe
most
with you.
popular performers in the country, and not just in wrestling. He was doing game shows on TV drama, or singing the show, something like a talk show, almost every day. Like on TV, all Onita was there, all the time. Yeah, it becomes such a big part of the culture. I think Onita had bigger plans. In just 5 short years after creating FMW, Onita announces his retirement, which comes as a shock to his fans.
He didn't want to do it anymore. He had enough. And you can fail and not have any money at all. Or you can go out like he did with $7 million, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, that's good, man.
Oh yeah, buy me that Rory, buy me front row seats to see Roman Reigns, and I'll kick Roman Reigns' goddamn ass.
And a meet and greet also, Rory? Oh, that's great,
I'll
man.
beat Roman Reigns' ass. I'll get him in a guillotine. I'll be like, you tap or snap, bitch. I don't care if I go to goddamn jail. If Roman Reigns dies, I don't care. I'm fucking stoned right now, so I don't know what I'm saying, so I better watch careful what I'm saying.
Stoned? What are you stoned on?
I have weed.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Let's see. The thing that wasn't a touchdown, but the question is, with the ball cross. Yeah, he's short. Yeah, he was down. No fumble. No fumble. Hold on a minute. Jacksonville's going to have to call a timeout. Timeout. Jacksonville. 3rd and final. So, Matt, the Bengals lose tonight. The Browns come in 2nd place in the division.
Oh, really?
And then, and Sunday, they have a chance to come in 1st place.
Hey, listen.
What's up, Matt?
Hey.
You are not beating my team this year.
Got CVTV and King Patriot.
Jacob, you can't beat my team this year. You did it last year.
Ugly ass motherfucker.
Steelers going all the way.
Yeah! You lost to the goddamn Bengals!
No, I said Steelers. Bro, the Bengals are worse than the Bengals are worse than Matt's basement.
2 last teams. Steelers suck.
No, they don't. Jacob, we go to the playoffs.
Hey, how was that?
More than
how
once
was that
every
wild
2
card
years.
game last year, huh? How was that goddamn wild card game, huh?
At least we make it to the playoffs every year.
Yeah, you won. 2 Browns are winning the goddamn division. We're Browns going to the Super Bowl. We're going all the way.
The only thing you guys are winning is a first-round draft pick. How crap you guys are.
Oh.
Last year, you guys, what's it called? What's that one team? The Jets, yeah, them. You and them will be perfect together. Just combine teams. You still wouldn't win. More
You
losses
guys
than
have a
Kurt
trash-ass
Hawkins.
quarterback that's afraid to take a fucking hit. He's a fucking pussy.
Well, because Ben's too. He should have retired last year.
Yeah, you guys have a
You know what? For some reason.
Well, he wanted to. He tried to. He could get one more Super Bowl if we protect him.
Welcome, Evil Master.
We'll see what happens.
Our offense only wants to win in
I
the
don't
second
know. The
half
1
of the
and
game.
2 though.
And Jacob's team only makes it to the playoffs once every 17 years, so it's like a full. It's like a.
Oh, that's great, Ruth. That's awesome. Hope you stop by for your birthday.
Oh, I thought that was a dump.
Well, Jacob, who you got going to the Super Bowl this year?
Too early to tell right now.
I know what team Matt likes.
Matt doesn't
What's
like
that?
football.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
No.
Just like Matt.
Goes for another full year while the promotion grooms a young
If you
wrestler.
kick me off that, if you kick me off, you like going to.
All right, I'll catch you guys next stream. Next commercial break.
Yeah, bums leave.
Onita. He was, the word is elegant, but he was also willing to do the extreme stuff. Ichi Zaki is his name, who later became Hayabusa. We worked together quite a bit. My second tour at Kawasaki Stadium was against Izaki. And at the time, the big move they did was a moonsault, which nobody did.
Moonsault.
もともとでも父、プロレス向きの体格じゃなくて、そんな向いてる感じじゃなかったと思うんですけど、そこで
She said her father didn't have a wrestling body at first, but he trained. Hayabusa is her father. My father was an exceptional person who did what he wanted. So I think he fit right in with the hardcore wrestling group.
At FMW's 6th anniversary show, Onita'S retirement match features the special effects and extreme gore that made him an icon. But his opponent is out of his element.
I felt bad for Hayabusa. Sorry to say, but I didn't think he was the right guy for death matches. Oh. When you retire, you go through some kind of internal purification. You look back and reflect. Suddenly the ring vanishes. Really, Roy? Wow. It's the same thing he says. Pro wrestling filled my heart for the first time. Once in your lifetime, you guys. Had better do the things you like wholeheartedly. Never allow me to return to the ring again.
Onita leaving FMW, that would create a huge hole that I think would be next to impossible to fill, just because of how synonymous with that company he was. And vice versa.
Holy baseball fantasy, I'm third out of 25 teams. Wow, Rory, that's awesome, man. Eric, I had some chicken legs with eggplant and peas. Delicious.
FMW, the promotion's ring announcer, Shoichi Arai. Something back to that stop. Christian Mola! He's kind of a chubby guy. Kind of wore a tuxedo that was a little bit too small for him.
Chicken legs, is that?
But then you hear Arai's the new general manager. Really? Wow. Well, why not? He was probably at every show.
When he retired, they named Ricky Fuji the president after that.
My dad was really nice person. He was really pure. So I didn't know why he was trying to get into that company. I still don't understand. My name is Shell, and Shoichi Arai is my dad.
Oh.
Onita suddenly says that, okay, I'm going to give this company to you. You can do whatever you want. But he has no knowledge at all.
Excuse my language, but he gave jack shit to the ring announcer. He didn't give nothing to him. I'll promise you that. I'll swear to it.
Before, Onita was there in the FMW, everywhere, always packed the arena. Many people. New FMW started, then they just little people.
Wow. What, this is turning into a pretty good show. I mean, very hardcore though. Very hardcore. All right, let's bring back our special guest, Rorito.
What's up?
What's going on? You watching this show?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
it reminds me of Puerto Rico, like I told you. It's crazy.
So they got the idea from Puerto Rico.
Yep.
So whose idea in Puerto Rico was it to do matches like this?
Carlos Colon.
It was his idea?
Yep. Carlos Colon is Puerto Rican, but I think he's part Canadian or something like that. Or he wrestled in Canada. That's where he met Carlito's mom.
Oh, okay.
And he used to wrestle all over the world, and he used to say stuff like that. that he gets ideas from all over the world. So,
wow. All right, let's welcome back. We got King Jacob.
How dare you kick me? Such a disrespect.
$200 for the belt. 200.
Rory, who you
Hell
got in
nah,
your
Rory.
fantasy? Who you
Rory,
got in
I
your
spent
fantasy?
$425 on this goddamn belt. You had to raise the price.
Matt, you watch football?
No, I actually don't watch football.
You know what team you should follow?
Who?
TV.
The
No,
Steelers.
Matt likes to watch men in their underwear touching
The
each other.
Steelers?
Well, Matt watches that too. I can hear it because I am in the basement.
No.
Stop hiding it. We all know it's true.
I mean, the only football game I watch is the Super Bowl every year.
Just get a team to follow and just follow them out for a bit.
Well, you know, New York, they have the Giants and they have
And
the Jets.
Yeah. You guys
Oh,
technically also.
brother.
You also do have Buffalo,
Are
technically.
those really teams?
Oh.
Buffalo's like right outside New York, but I guess it's almost still counted.
Wow, so that's like 3 teams.
Rory.
Yeah.
If you buy me a ticket to the Royal Rumble, I'll give you the belt.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll buy you a nosebleed.
Nope. Front row and center at the Royal Rumble.
Wait, Matt, I got one question for
Hey,
you.
I may go to that. I used to live in St. Louis, so I might go to that.
Did you ban Moxley or something, or did he just not show up?
No, yeah, he shows up usually at the end for some reason now. Yeah, I don't know why he hasn't been here.
So what happened with the Julianne thing? I'm sorry, I haven't been caught up.
Who cares about that bitch? Don't talk about that bitch.
What happened? No, what happened? I couldn't
If you
hear
want to
right
talk
after all
about
this stuff
that,
went
talk
down.
about
What
it
happened?
after this stream, because we might be coming
Yeah.
back to the commercial, and that's too
Yeah.
much wasting our breaths on.
Yeah, we'll talk about it another time, CV.
Make sure you tell me about that, because I kind of want to know, because I'm bored.
You're bored?
In your basement.
Nah.
Down here. You got pictures of Gary
Hey,
down here.
let me give you a
man.
long story short. I'll give you a long story short. It's just like seeing the Jets in football.
They're not going to win.
After just one starring film,
All right, I'll catch you guys. Next commercial break.
Leave us on.
Not wrestling. Less than a year after his retirement, he unexpectedly returns to FMW to work for his former ring announcer.
Want to come back as a heel. A bad guy. Clash between the old and the new FMW would be entertaining. When in Tokyo, they cheered Hayabusa, and I was the heel. But when in rural areas, the complete opposite. I am well known and have a big name, so the audience cheered me. But strangely, this created a feeling of jealousy against me. Tensions escalated at the arena, and a growing rift emerged.
When Arai was running the company, he kind of wanted to move away from death matches, right?
Yes, because they wouldn't air our stuff only on specials because it was too violent.
That's Sabu talking.
FMW in a new direction. Arai hires veteran Japanese star Hiromichi Fuyuki to handle the company's creative direction.
That's why I like something change. But I always ask Fuyuki. The Fuyuki say, do this. Fuyuki wants to do something like entertainment style.
He had a belt called World Entertainment Wrestling, like WWE, but World Entertainment Wrestling.
Wow, World Entertainment Wrestling. Oh, what the hell are they doing? They had that on his. They had that on that guy's posterior.
Forces Arai to arrange a meeting with his
It's kind of like Jackass kind of things.
その3日前にそのミーティングを開く、そのミーティングもですね、
ビデオの打ち合わせだって言って僕行ったんですよ。嘘をつかれたんですね、新井社長に。
When I arrived, the wrestlers lined up, and he said, "Onita, please quit."
Alright, said, Onita, please, FMW. We gotta do this, and I want to open the Hayabusa.
I was kicked out of the place I created, you know.
While Hayabusa struggled to draw the crowds of his predecessor, his athletic style was winning new fans and realizing success for FMW. Until tragedy struck on October 22nd, 2001. He did a second rope moonsault and his foot slipped.
Oh.
Went backwards and landed on his forehead.
Oh. Oh.
Before, because he missed something, he always get up. By the time they're watching that, he never get up.
He never got up. Damn, that was a hard.
I stayed with the ring.
It's over.
Hayabusa is like my brother. He can move, but he can move.
Couldn't move.
He didn't die. It was worse. He was paralyzed. I'd rather have died.
He said he'd rather have died, Sabu said.
Just terrible. Terrible injury to happen to just a great guy, a great performer.
That's horrible, man.
And a legit kind of future legend. All the boxes that need to be checked, he had it.
Her father was depressed right after the injury. He couldn't wrestle anymore. Pro wrestling, the job he loved. And he was worried about the future.
His career was cut short in his prime. And I think with his career went the future of FMW. They never really found somebody to replace Hayabusa. Beyond being a serious emotional blow to FMW and its fans, Hayabusa's injury also sets in motion a financial disaster. Without their star attraction, Arai struggles to keep his fledgling company afloat.
I said, wait, please wait. I'll never get paid.
I remember that my mom said, "Don't steal house money" or something.
And what do you think that meant? Was he using the money from the family to help pay for the business?
Oh, yes.
確かに僕は逆に言うと闇金から借りても大仁田さん助けてくださいっていうのは新井社長のプライドとしてできなかったんじゃないですか。
He owed money from the Yakuza and he couldn't pay them back.
He owed money.
His phone was ringing all the time. My mom was
horrible.
like panic and she screamed. So I thought it's not a good thing. My mom and dad, like they divorced. And I think he was really suffering. And I didn't realize because I was too young.
And then my last match there, we didn't get paid. He said he'd send it to me.
I'm good, Rory. Yeah, I'm good.
Hung himself in a schoolyard. When you borrow money from the Japanese mafia, even if you kill yourself, they're going to get their money from your family. So that wasn't the end of the story. They're saying he was selfish for doing that, a coward, because now his family owes that money. You know, and they'll get it.
That's horrible. The Yakuza. Well, this is next week's show.
Crime, or if the life of crime just chose him.
Johnny K9.
From I'm just a wrestler to he's Al Capone.
You might have somebody by the throat, and you're thinking, okay, I'm about to witness like a pretty heinous crime here.
Double assassinations and blowing up police stations? Really? Dumb big time.
Johnny K9.
Dark Side of the Ring. New episode next Thursday at 9.
Who's Johnny K9? You guys know who Johnny K9 is? Welcome back. We got King Patriot. and Evil Master. What's up, King Patriot?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? How you feeling, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Are you watching this show by any chance, or?
No. What channel's it on?
Oh, do you have Vice?
I don't think so.
No. Oh, it's okay. It's all right. You heard of Dark Side of the Ring, right?
I have.
Okay. Yeah, tonight is it's Blood and Wire. You ever heard of FMW?
No.
Yeah, I never heard of them either. There's some really hardcore wrestling, man. Exploding death matches and barbed wire matches.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I wonder when Ronda Rousey's going to return.
Ronda Rousey. Oh, well, I don't know, because she just had another child, right?
Yeah. Said she might return in 2022. Who knows?
Oh, K9 wrestled as a jobber in the WWF. Okay, Rory.
Bro, I sound like I'm 5.
Evil Master. Oh, yeah. What'd you say, Evil Master?
I sound like I'm 5.
Yeah. Well, how old are you?
I'm 13.
Oh, 13. Well, that's great. That's cool, man. Are you watching Dark Side of the Ring by any chance?
No, but I heard of it.
You've heard of it? Yeah, it's a pretty good show. You might be able to catch some clips of it on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'll catch you guys next commercial break.
They changed the key and they changed everything, and we couldn't
All right,
get
I'll see you
in
guys.
our house anymore. My picture, my video, my memories was all in that house, but it's all gone. That's why I don't have anything.
I don't want to talk ill of the dead, but Arai failed in business. I'm still here, survive somehow, he says.
I feel a little bit that Onita used my dad. Lots of people say that he was too kind and too pure. That's why he gone.
払いが悪くなったらさ、日本語逃げてさ、日本語逃げてさ、これで多分それがショックだったんだろう。で、首をつったっていう。借金なんかどうでもいいんだよね。ヤクザに殺されたとかさ、闇金に殺されたのね、よくわかるけどさ、それじゃないわけよ。
You can get away from debts. Tell them you can't pay. It was more of an emotional thing for Arai.
Over a decade later, FMW briefly rises from the ashes, with Onita back in the ring and Hayabusa acting as an executive producer.
Wow.
But less than a year later, tragedy strikes again when Hayabusa collapses in his home and dies at the age of 47.
Hayabusa's dedication to pro wrestling was amazing. Hayabusa's he never let his injuries stop him from taking on new challenges. Even after he got injured when he was going through rehab, he kept a brave face.
He did walk again. It's one of the most gut-wrenching things.
Oh, thanks for the info, Rory. Thank you.
Several different promotions, and it's one of the most emotional moments you will ever see when Hayabusa walks to the ring.
Hayabusa walking to the ring, wow.
FMW was the wild, wild west of professional wrestling. I mean, it was in the East geographically, but it was this lawless, wild frontier. If you could think it, you could do it. The spectacle always came first.
Jeez, exploding death matches, man.
Wrestling history and something that still borrows
Actually, I think I created a real hardcore wrestling. I think that I spread it around the whole world. That's what he's.
But I learned at FMW. Of course, I took it to ECW. ECW was formed from FMW. Elita basically built a promotion around himself. An undersized underdog wrestler. And
Yeah, that's it's a nice name. It's a long name, though. It's a nice name.
If you could say anything to him right now, what would you say?
Oh.
Is there any reason that you want to play ball?
No, hell no. I love it.
Terry Funk flips him off. It's like this. Hulk Hogan is Hulk Hogan. No one can replace him. Antonio Inoki is Tony Inoki. Giant Baba is Giant Baba. Onita Atsushi. No, Sushi. One generation, no successor. Wow. That's good. He holds himself in a very high
Chris Kangan was
light.
so ahead of his time.
Falcon, what's going on, my friend? Wow, so what a show tonight. What a show. I mean, I'm very impressed. I actually want to go see FMW matches now. Maybe I could find some on YouTube. So, something I was never knew existed. So I would love to definitely check this out. But in any case, yeah, what a good show. It was a pretty good show tonight. You know, I learned some new things and I can't complain. It was a pretty good show. I'm not even gonna try pronounce it for you. I'm gonna try to pronounce it right now. La Akea Makalapua Kalanipo Brown. Makalapua Kalanipu Brown. That's a long name. When that kid goes to school, they're gonna be calling her Maka. Right? They say Maka. They're not gonna say the full thing. Or Lakia Maka. That's what they're gonna call her. See, that's what you got to worry about. You know, when you name your child a specific name, like what are people going to name your son after the name you give them, right? So, you got to look into that. La Akea. Yeah, man. That's a pretty name, though. It is a good name. It's unique too. It's a unique name. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. But yeah, what a good show tonight. I was very impressed with tonight's show. And I'm looking forward to the next week's episode, K9. K9. So see what happens. Daglin? What's the Daglin? Deaglin. Yeah, Michael. Ronda Rousey. I could see her returning. I mean, in the future, I don't know about now. But she has some star power, you know, like a huge star, Ronda Rousey. I would love to see her back. Okay, Night. All right, K9, many of his legal problems came while he was president of the Hamilton, Ontario chapter of the Satan's Choice Outlaw Motorcycle Club. Oh. Kritoru had been selling illegal steroids for a number of years. Oh, okay. What's up, Mikhail? How you doing? The Daily Damn Blog. It's good, Danny. But in any case, yeah, I mean, good show tonight. I was very impressed with tonight's show. All right, guys, so I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope you all be safe and be well. And I'll catch you guys next time on the live stream. Just so you guys know, tomorrow night, I will not be streaming SmackDown or Dynamite, or Rampage rather, tomorrow night, because it's Sarah's birthday. So I'm gonna be celebrating Sarah's birthday tomorrow. Just so you guys know, so it won't be a live stream tomorrow. So I totally forgot to tell you guys on Wednesday, but so I'll be catching you guys. On Monday for the second half of the draft. But tomorrow I won't be streaming. Thank you, Rory. Rory says congratulations to Sarah. Yeah, but so I won't be streaming tomorrow. I'll make an announcement tomorrow just so everyone knows too. So in any case, I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. I hope you all be safe and be well and enjoy yourselves for this long weekend. And I'll catch you guys on Monday for Monday Night Raw. I'll put out some short videos as well, but definitely check out Monday Night Raw live stream. Oh, Queen of Darkness says happy birthday, Sarah. Oh, thank you, Michael. All right, Bolto. Okay, Roy. Great to see you, Bolto. But yes, I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Have a great time. Oh, do you get the belt from SmackDown? You're gonna have to compete for that belt. But what I'll do is, since the belt is not being defended tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure that that belt is defended on Monday Night Raw. So there's gonna be 2 belts on the line instead of 1 for Raw on Monday. So it's gonna be 2 belts. The world title and the SmackDown title. Both titles will be on the line on Monday for Raw, just so you guys know. So it'll be double belts on Monday. 2 titles will be on the line on Monday, just so you guys know. All right, guys. So have a great night. Be safe and be well, and I'll catch you guys next time on the live stream. Good night, everybody. MATTROISE signing out. Be safe and be well. Good night, everybody.